Checking back in with the Black and Gold Network here this week with men's soccer senior James Ashcroft. James, let's look at the big picture first here. Senior season, you guys are 11-2-2. Looking back at your first couple of years here now, how nice is it to have this great success as a senior?
Yeah, it's phenomenal, really. We've, to have 11 wins is great. Whether it was my freshman year or senior year, it's obviously great to have that. Luckily, it's coming my last year. The only disappointing thing is obviously those 2 losses and the fact that they're in conference. I think that's more of a dagger to the heart than anything else. So,
just kind of looking back at this year so far, what have been your best memories of the season?
Definitely beating Marquette. I think they hyped up the game. They put up video on YouTube. You had Louis Bennett doing his whole little speech, and I played right back that game, so I had him chirping away in my ear for a good 45 minutes, and then to beat them 2-1. It's always a nice feeling. But yeah, to have 11 wins, that's great. I think the lads have been performing great, and it's just a great season. Honestly, I know I'm using that word a lot, but it really has been a good season this year. So everything about it, I want it to keep going. I don't want it to stop, to be honest.
So you mentioned that you were playing back on defense in that first game. Let's talk a little bit about the evolution of you on the offensive side of things. A couple weeks back, I see you subbed in at forward. You score a goal against Omaha. How did that all come about this season?
Well, Chris called me, wanted to try me at right back at the start of the season. We sat down, we spoke about it. He didn't think that was probably the best position for me, and obviously Junior, Cranfield, Stone, and Ato doing a great job back there. So we spoke about some options. Talked about maybe me going up top. Obviously, I think Valparaiso, he tried me out there, Detroit as well. I've come on, and they seem to be happy with me doing the job up there. So things are looking good as me being a forward right now.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about that as well. Against Valparaiso, end of the game, you had a shot at an empty net and had to have a defender race down 50 yards to stop the ball right at the goal line, and then had another chance right after that. Against Oakland, you put one in, and then not even, 10 seconds later, you had a chance at another. Just talk about those situations.
Yeah, Valpo probably should have scored because I had 2 chances there, open goals. Yeah, a lot of lads gave me a bit of grief for not scoring an open net, told me to go and hit the gym room with Ron, work on a bit of legs. But yeah, Oakland as well. That one got given to me on a plate, really. Their centre forward came, I don't know what he was doing, but he seemed to pass the ball right to me. And yeah, and then once as well, I'd scored against Oakland, and right now I'm just enjoying soccer. I'm loving it, and I'd scored. I had the confidence. I thought I could take on the world at one point, and I won the ball midfield, saw the keeper of a line, and I'd go for the chip. Obviously, he got back in time and made a good save.
So a big game tonight. You guys take on Northern Illinois University in the annual battle for the Luang Trophy. We were just discussing this. We play for 3 trophies over the course of the season. Milwaukee Cup's an easy one to get hyped up for it against Marquette across town. Chancellor's Cup also as well, a big league rival just up the interstate in Green Bay. This Northern Illinois one takes a little bit of a different turn. You guys just play them once a year. You don't usually see them outside of this. How do you guys approach that game?
Well, first and foremost, it's a cup game, and obviously it's always nice to look in the trophy cabinet and see a bit of silverware in there. But yeah, we spoke about it briefly, and we were saying how even though it might not be the biggest game that most people look for, it's a trophy game. And of course, those 2 defeats, they've hurt us, and we need to win this to have a potential chance of an at-large bid. So obviously we're going there to win. Want to come home with the silverware and be done with the season. Looking forward to Cleveland State for the next conference game.
Well, that sounds great. Good luck tonight, and then let's hope that your senior season continues well into the postseason.
Thank you.